Yeah, everybody ready? Level 6?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Go.
Welcome to the Grand Campaign Podcast.
Last session, you guys were in Castle Zol in Ecclesia. In the second floor, near Sadie's merchant stall, where after selling and buying some stuff from her, or deciding to at least, Savos produced the robe of the Arch Magi that caught the attention of the Huntress, and in turn summoned Corvo, the Archmage. After he arrives, he requests from you all some answers regarding Savos, and after telling him the whole story, pretty much as much as you guys know it, he decides that Savos is going to be punished by being sent off to an island as part of a trial. Savos' parents, Kodlak and Raya, are summoned, and all of you are put on trial on Savos' behalf. During the trial, a lot of things come to light that the Archmage did not know, but eventually everybody manages to convince him that Savos and Raventree are not in cahoots in any way, and that Savos was unaware of what happened. Eventually, you convince him to delay Savos' punishment, and in exchange, you were going to go off and investigate whatever Kairos is planning to do in Ecclesia or Northern Leon at large. During the evening, after the trial, Savos' father, Kodlak, leaves a note and his staff at the altar of his church. The next morning, you guys all wake up and gear up. Surprised, the Huntress tells you that Savos is cleared of any wrongdoing thanks to Kodlak leaving for the island on his behalf. Eventually, you guys do manage to travel to the outlands of Northern Leon. And after a few days of travel in the harsh winterland, you encountered the Blightmare, Paraxis, who was feasting on some polar bears as you guys tried to stay as quiet as possible. Some didn't, but most of you did. Eventually, you saw what looked like some sort of sigil or summoning circle in the center of the wilderness, where you saw some saber-toothed tigers who were kind of hovering around it. You guys remembered the orc and what his request was to you about the pelts, and decided to fight the saber-toothed tigers, as well as some hidden methods who were posing as ice shards. And after defeating them, you traversed further on until you finally arrived at Command Post Corinth, where you encountered two people, Metan and Lagara, who were seen to have been coming out of the ruins of Command Post Corinth. It's currently the 15th day of Salgos, and it's Fairwind, so it's a Friday, early afternoon, and there's a little bit of a harsh wind blowing, but generally snowfall is light. And Metan and Lagara have just approached all of you. What do you guys want to do? You guys have the three Huntress, Metan and Lagara are with you.
Man, didn't they warn us that there was something that overtook?
Yeah, they mentioned that they just waited out. They waited out the horde who had come and overrun Command Post Corinth. and maybe a few hours earlier or earlier today at the very least, the beasts seem to have somehow migrated or moved, and that's when they took their chance to kind of move out of their hiding spot.
So what do we do now? I turn and ask the huntress.
She says, well, it's probably time to either check out the ruins for any sign of possibly any other survivors, or head back. If this horde is somehow on the way, then, well, we either have to warn Norton, the people of Ecclesia, or perhaps find a way to divert them.
Hmm. Well, if they were heading straight there, we probably would have seen them. Or maybe we missed them in the blizzard.
Possible, but the fact that they're lurking around and Paraxis is active, that's a lot of threats.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to warn them, I have a pendant that lets you cast sending.
And she's, oh, that seems to have solved that problem. But we're out here now, and I kind of want to make up for my flub last fight, so not that I'm looking for a fight, but
It might be good to check the outpost. At the very least, see what we can scrounge out of it to make sure we can put it to use.
and the other two, Mecca and Megara, look at each other and they say, oh, we just got the hell out of there as soon as possible. Didn't really have a chance to check anything out.
Man, we should be able to move faster than a horde, so spend a few hours clearing this place out. Make sure they're not using it as a base or anything like that. Might be able to get behind them before they get to Norte Leon.
And the huntress says, well, I'm just ready to fight. If you guys want to take the lead, I hate all this looking at stuff and thinking.
I'll be right back. I need to use the can.
All right.
Is that in
So
game
she's
or?
signaling to you guys to, but she's mentions that she's going to let you guys take the lead. She just wants to kind of make up for her last battle.
Well, I suppose if there's a chance that there's any survivors, we might as well check.
Hey Jay, sorry, are we having this conversation like by these dead cats? Or have we moved on from there?
I think you guys moved on because you guys harvested all the saber two parts.
Okay. Where exactly are we?
So you guys had just last session approached a cliff face, what looked like not a huge cliff face, but
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that now.
my notes. So you were out and approached what looked like a bowl. Just the edge of this bowl, and probably a couple 100 feet down this bowl. It's not a high. The bowl is not high up, so you guys aren't on an edge of a cliff or anything. You're just at the edge of this bowl that kind of slowly declines down.
I suppose we just need to keep going where we were headed.
I agree.
All right.
So what do you guys want to do? Just going to head for it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll probably go check out the post.
Okay. Are you guys just going to move straight on? You guys going to try to be stealthy?
Let's try to just go at like a normal pace. I mean,
Yeah, just not too fast.
when we come up to it, we'll try to be a little slower.
Okay. So you guys walk the few hundred feet descending back, and the two who are with you kind of scoff a little bit, and they're like, time to head back into the shit again, I suppose. So lead the way. And you guys all eventually descend this declining bowl, walking a few hundred feet onward. And the only footsteps that can be seen from where you guys are coming from seems to be just the two. So, Alistair, your suspicion may be correct. They did seem to be heading southeast towards Ecclesia, as there's no footsteps around here. But as you guys get a few hundred feet in, you do start seeing chaotic footprints everywhere, as well as signs of bloodshed. There are quite a few bodies that start piling up as you're moving forward, and the two are kind of trying not to look at things as you guys are approaching. The huntress looks at everybody and says, all right, if any of you are squeamish, which, I mean, you got no problem dealing with big cats, so
Hey, Jay.
this is something else. Yeah.
How close are we to the building by this point?
So you guys are probably another 100 or so feet from any sort of structure.
So probably when we get within 60 feet or so, I would like to use Divine Sense. One of my charges, I can detect any undead within 60 feet of me.
Right. Undead, fiend,
Celestial, fiend, or undead.
yeah, and concentration, desecration.
Unless they're behind total cover. So
Yeah.
probably once they're getting into the building or near it.
You don't get a harsh ping, but you do get a little bit of undead presence.
There's something here.
What's here?
Undead. Be on your guard.
Oh no.
Do you get to know how many are around with that? I forget how Divine Sense
An
works.
action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. Use
Yeah.
So he
Or
would know
so-
where this ping is coming from at least.
I'm gonna
You
pull out Bloodrender and say, Severn, you know anything about this?
takes a moment and says, well, looks like a lot of corpses, it seems. Not much else.
All right, just a thought.
So you gather probably, I'd say, with your divine sense. So I'm just looking up the rules. Do me a favor and make a just make an insight check, Zundas.
That is a 7.
Okay. Yeah, so you just get this undead sense. It's almost like it's just, you don't know if it's like immediate, but there's this just feeling that undead has either been here or is still here.
I will pass that information along to the group.
Wait. Did we learn how long ago this place was attacked?
You're not quite sure. You can ask. The only information you guys got was that they waited out the horde for at least earlier in the day.
Yeah,
That you
so yeah, I'll turn to ask them. Wait, when was this fort attacked?
Well, it lasted a while. Metan turns to you and says, and he continues and says, "It's been going on for about a week. I think they just managed to get everyone but us earlier today."
So okay, so this isn't the same one that was at the gate a few days ago. And I was thinking maybe it was the same group. It just that when they got here.
It's not bad logic.
It said the fight. Yeah, but you said the fight just ended earlier today.
Yeah, they just kept coming in waves. And the fact that Paraxis was around wasn't really helping either.
And it's not helpful. I guess we're not gonna find out any more standing around here. We should probably head inside.
I agree.
So you guys proceed forward, and as you guys are kind of wandering on, and you do see a few dead bodies kind of frozen over, turned into just lumps of snow at this point as you guys are looking on. And sometimes you come across areas where it's obvious that a battle took place there. There are undead as well as some half-elves, some humans who are dressed in a similar garb that you guys have seen, the white iridescent garb clothing. And moving onward, you start seeing structures. They're covered in snow at this point, as if the area had been totally exposed to the elements. And you continue on until eventually you do come across one specific structure. It looks almost like a platform. It's probably about 150 feet wide, and it looks almost like the top of a bunker. Metan and Lagara look over at the Huntress and say, "Even with the power of the breakers, we couldn't stop them. We held our last stand here." They kind of mull around the area and wandering off certain directions sometimes just to look at the snow, touch the ground, and the Huntress leans over and even closes the eyes of some of the frozen bodies that have been left.
Jared, are there any bows or anything around by any chance?
Are you gonna just look, kind of take a glance around, or are you gonna go walk up to some of the
Just
bodies?
probably the latter, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Make
expecting
a
it anyway.
make an investigation check.
Oh boy, that's a 2.
Yeah, it's you see some bows, but a lot of it is broken. Looks like some of what's been left here has been trampled. You see some bent swords, um, as if a large amount of steps and weight have been placed on them. See, the bodies have been mutilated, the majority of them, as if it looked like what Metan and Lagara were describing took place. That some sort of horde or massive footsteps have been traversing the whole area. So you do see some, but they're not usable by any means.
We should probably check out the structure. What's left of it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are standing in front of what looks like some form of snow-covered bunker at this point. Um, and Metan and Lagara point to you that there is beneath a bunch of snowdrift what looks like a main entrance. All of you guys approach, and they all look at each other and say, all right, who wants to do the honors?
I guess I will.
So it's
Alistair will
big giant
open the
doors.
door.
You kind of push in, and it's open. It's partially open as you do walk in. Are you just going to push the doors open?
Yeah,
They're
just
like
try
two
to.
large wooden doors, surprisingly. So it's not quite fortified. So they're two large wooden doors. You go ahead and you push it open, and a bunch of snow just kind of drops down on top of you as you push it in. But as you stick your head inside of it, you get this very strange smell. It's almost like sulfur. It smells like possibly something is burnt down here, but it's hard to tell because the air is stale. It hasn't moved in a long time. And as you peer your head through, it's dark. There is no light.
Would dark vision help with that?
Yeah, but I have
So,
for superior dark vision. I could take that home. Do you want me to lead, Alistair?
yeah. So if you guys want, I'll get a marching order.
Guess probably put me in fun. Oh man, I just heard you, Bobby.
Oh,
Yeah, you sound great, buddy.
yes.
Yeah, earlier
Yeah.
you were muted.
Excellent. This is much better.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sound great.
What?
I miss your beautiful voice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep, so can I get a marching order from
I guess put me in fun. What were you gonna say?
Alistair will stay closer to the center of everyone, and he's just gonna try to channel Ray of Frost to keep the winds of Stygia up, because that actually turns me into a light.
Do you want to to take the front, Zundus, and I'll take the back.
Yeah, I'll probably take the front. I can always see the best in the dark.
How I can see 120 feet.
Oh, yeah, because your evocations.
Yeah. And if anyone is having issues,
I think
Okay.
Zundus also has that.
I summon my sword. I tap on the tip of it, and I cast light.
You just see Alistair just stop his winds. So he just kind of just dims it out.
So, in a Lord of the Rings-esque way, Gray taps his sword, and the tip of it just shines this bright light that emanates. The Huntress says, "Oh, thank God, because couldn't really see anything in there and didn't really trust any of you to tell me what's going on the whole time. So,
Noted.
so is what's the marching order? So it's Alistair in the front, or sorry, Gray in the front.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gray
so,
followed by Alistair.
Oh wait, is that the
yeah.
top?
I guess.
Which way's the
Yeah.
top?
Sorry, I'm not sure which
We're
way.
going this way.
Yeah, sorry. We'll go north. Consider north as forward.
Put me back here. I can
Okay.
keep an eye on the back.
All right. So the other three are covering the back as well, following you as you guys move forward. So great. From where you're standing, what you see is it looks like just a straight, long hallway.
Okay.
It's probably about 50 or 60 feet ahead. There's no visible light source even, let alone light. And up ahead, you see just one person who's perched, probably about 10 feet in front of you, who's kind of just leaning against the wall, slumped, clutching, or has a fallen sword is by his side.
I approach the person slowly.
Okay.
And I kind of poke them with my sword gently.
Okay. Do a light poke with your sword just to see if it's moving, and tink, immediately your sword hits what feels like ice. Like this body's just been frozen over.
Oh, that is not okay. I really fucking hate this place.
Jay.
Yeah.
Can I try and determine the cause of death? Like, was he frozen by magic, or was he just frozen by the weather?
Make a nature check.
Well,
You gather this person was killed. However, they have also just frozen over the course of however many days. The door is partially open, so
The freezing wasn't what killed them, though, right?
no, freezing wasn't.
Nope.
I just wanted to know what froze the body, like magic, or was it just the weather?
It looks like the weather, but you do see that the body has lots of gash marks. Some areas have actually been bitten, so part of his shoulder has been bitten and chewed off, it seems. But the body's generally intact. Still wearing the white clothing of the iridescent guard.
And would I have any knowledge of like what those bite marks were, or what killed them?
I'll say I'll just say with the nature check, hard to tell. They just look like you could definitely tell they're bite marks. Some of the flesh has just been torn off. Some of it is actually just a chunk, like you could see visibly a T bite marks, but can't tell the nature of what might have done this.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I should mention. Yeah, the bite marks look humanoid. They're not animal bite marks by any means.
And most likely not a ancient dragon.
My
Yeah.
money is on Necromancer.
Something of the sort. What was your old master's preferred school of magic?
GA.
Whatever you were taught, man.
It was evocation. He never, as far as I know, he never touched, never even touched necromancy.
Hmm.
I mean, as far as you know.
As far as I know, he never touched necromancy.
Yeah, and also in Ecclesia, it was, things like that are banned essentially. I think I mentioned it.
Yeah, but alcohol
Things
is
that are
banned as
in nature.
well, and we
Yeah.
got around it.
Yeah, that's true.
Which we never got the cake.
We never got the cake.
Somewhere, Brotar's stale cake is just waiting to be eaten.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, there's technically some honey in it, so it should preserve decently.
Oh, the booze ought to keep it good.
Super cold, so it might dry out a little bit, but degrade up back quickly.
Like, okay,
At least
I
there's
can
cake waiting
understand.
for us.
I guess you could make a case for no horrors, but a place this cold with no alcohol, like these people are evil.
Well, I mean, alcohol actually will make you die quicker of the cold.
That is a lie, and I slap Alistair's face. Don't you say... What?
You
Fuck
know what alcohol does to your blood, right?
Makes me awesome.
Children, do I need to take the help?
And then
And as you say that,
I still have some
as you say
alcohol,
that,
right?
Gray, as you say that, the huntress kind of butts up against you and says, "It makes everyone awesome."
Exactly.
Oh. So you get alcohol, but the
I don't get
dragon
alcohol at all,
Oh.
but there was a time when I kind of overkilled it.
I still have some booze, right?
Yeah, it still would.
I
Yeah, I believe Brotar has the rum. You have something, I believe.
Well,
reach
we
into my
did-
back.
No, I think he gave all the rum for the thing, didn't he?
I think
Oh.
Brotar took a bit, right? Or Gray, one of you guys took some.
Well, Rotar was sipping off it until we got it there, but I think he gave it
Yeah.
all.
Yes, tea is a thing, Joe.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm buying some tea.
So
Do you even know
Gray
what
just
tea
starts
is?
walking and crying.
I'm an elf.
If
Of
it
course
has
I
no
know what
alcohol.
it is.
So you're gonna start crying?
Yeah, he just starts walking away and crying because he's got no alcohol.
Okay.
Well, I thought you said you saved some of yours, like you didn't give him everything. That's why we had to go find the booze in the first place.
Wait, I have booze? And I start going through my things.
Oh my god.
Do I find booze?
How do I
there?
know your stuff better than you do?
I'll say make an investigation check on your own stash.
Okay. And that is a 1.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
It just
there has
break
to be
on the
something
floor.
in this bottle. You're like, there has to be something in this bottle, and you pull it out, and you see a little bit of a droplet, and it hits your tongue, and it's just water. You're like, damn it.
And
You got
then
nothing.
he just starts sobbing.
My God.
Loudly.
The man and the woman, Metan and Madara, kind of sit near you, and they say, "Alcohol would be great right now." So I feel you, brother.
I fucking hate this place so much.
Well, Examir will at least hopefully be better.
Yeah. I just
But
need a little bit. Just a little bit. Just take the edge off.
does
So
anyone have like any fruit?
you're just gonna spend your time here fermenting?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I took the decay cantrip. So
Oh, there you go.
just make rotten fruit. There, be a be a raccoon. Get drunk off this rotten fruit.
I believe.
Fucking trash
I
panda.
don't know, I don't know if Rotart took any. I know you had a bunch of food. I don't
I mean,
know.
do you just want booze? Because don't I still have my flask? Or did I kill it?
Yeah, you took some. I'm pretty sure you took some from your large.
Yeah, I
or
filled
your
my
small
flask
barrel.
and I've been slowly nipping at it. But if
Okay.
if Gray's dying over here, I'll give him
I
a
just need
nip.
a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right, son, calm down. I'll hand it over to him.
Okay, I take the flask and I down and I drink everything.
You motherfucker.
I'm so
TPK.
sorry, I
TPK.
TPK.
have a
Oh
I'm
my
problem.
I'm gonna slap him across the face and tell him to get his shit together.
So you slap him, and you don't know if it's the alcohol or the slap, but he seems a little better.
We're gonna have an
Ooh.
intervention for you once we're not in complete peril.
Why? I'm awesome.
Speaking of
And
which,
the
obviously,
woman Megara looks at you down this blast, and she goes, "Sure, yeah, let the traumatized ones not have any alcohol." She just gets up and starts wandering away, and Metan looks at you and says, I know. This it's all this white all around. You know, it slowly drives you nuts. It's like you see white, can't have alcohol. It's too much.
It is too
Well,
much.
It says,
let's deal with one problem at a time. Let's find whatever's here, and if nothing, let's head back and try to stop this horde that's coming.
the hunter says, agreed. If he's had enough alcohol, at least we can check out what the hell's going on here. And this isn't a good sign. And she points to the frozen body.
Yeah.
So you guys gonna continue forth?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll say Alistair, or either Gray, Alistair, or one of you will make perception checks.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double check. All right.
Okay, perception. I have a 0 modifier.
I
10?
17.
Okay, that's fine. So who else is going to do the second roll?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Perception. Natural 20.
Oh, critical.
Nice.
There you go, Savos.
So you guys begin to walk forward, and you see more of these bodies, just more strewn about, frozen. Some are in odd positions. Some of them have almost disturbing expressions on their faces, like they've been screaming as whatever happened here took place. There are also bodies strewn about that are uh, not human. They seem to be undead. There's actually even a few animals inside. Nothing large by any means, more like small foxes um, who have also seemed like they've frozen over. Um, and off in one of the bodies, Savos, you spot a little glimmer. Just something catches your eye in the darkness. You're muted, by the way, James.
Nope, you gotta leave for a second.
Yeah. So, anyone else want to do anything before proceeding?
I'm probably
Yes.
checking the
By the
body.
way, is Blue with us?
Um, yeah, I think your mounts would have just been kind of held off outside. Blue, it's up to you. What if Blue would have came or?
Uh, roughly how big are like the walls around here?
So the hallway that you guys are in is probably about 10 feet wide.
Okay,
Um,
then
and the height is probably about, not too high, probably about 8 or 9 feet high. So,
yeah, the Alistair probably wouldn't have let the griffins come in. It's a little cramped for them,
Um,
so they're probably outside.
as I'm walking by in the back, I'm probably checking the bodies as I go by, mainly just to, make sure that they're staying still.
okay. I'll say make an investigation check. Just to,
All right.
occasionally you're going to stop by here and there just to check, see
That's
what's
a
going on.
flat 10.
Flat 10? Yeah, you're occasionally poking at some things. Nothing seems to jump out or move at this point. You get a little bit of a scare at one point. You kind of poke one, and it looks like it's going to stand up, but it just kind of slumps and falls to the ground. Just weapons falling on the ground, but at this point, it looks like nothing seems to be moving.
I'm not going to lie. If I had been poking it and it slumped like it was going to move, he probably would have decapitated it.
Yeah. Yeah, just a small shift that kind of threw you off your guard, but you've got your divine sense here. It doesn't seem like anything in particular at the moment is moving.
Zundus is nothing if not overly cautious.
Yeah. Savos, make an investigation check.
Alright. Investigation.
Yeah, you guys are charisma loaded.
Some of us are.
Uh, 6.
So you go and you reach for this shiny. You approach it. You don't tell anybody. You just approach it. And immediately, as you go to reach for it, you feel a stinging pain as some sort of thing jumps out and bites at you.
No,
You suffer 1 point of piercing damage as it looks like some sort of snow fox has jumped, bitten your arm, and just skitters away and takes off.
Is the shiny still there?
The shiny is gone.
Damn.
It's not. The fox is probably just leaving you about 7 to 10 feet, and the rest of you watches Shadows leans over, gets bit, yet lets out a yelp, and a fox just takes off. What do you want to do?
The hell did you do, Savos?
I reached for a shiny, and then a fox bit me.
I don't know. I think it deserved it.
Did he even take damage?
Yeah, he took 1 point. About 10 feet from where this spot skittered off, you see it. It's staring at you, Stavros, and it looks like it has the shiny attached to it.
Fireball.
Okay,
Oh,
just
come
kill
on.
everyone, why don't you?
All right.
I'm joking. Fireball.
Roll. Yeah, go ahead and roll. To
Where the
attack.
hell is it? Spells. Oh no shit, I couldn't find it. I was in the wrong thing. Uh, 24 and 13.
Yeah, that'll hit. Has an armor class of 12 and 3 hit points. So you just see this puff of smoke, and it smells like burnt hair suddenly. And as the smoke clears, you just see this shiny object on the ground.
I'm gonna run up and quick cast Identify on the shiny.
Okay, so everybody's just watching Savos, and you just hear this, and you just see a puff of smoke. The huntress and the other two are just pull up their weapons, and they say, "We're being attacked."
No.
No,
just
we're being
Savos'
idiots.
greed. And
Oh.
Alistair is gonna take out his knife and start carving up the fox because he's not gonna let it go to waste.
Yeah, so it's like all of the hair is just singed off. But about a few feet from it, Savos, you do see what looks like a ring on the ground.
I cast Identify on the ring.
Yep. It is
The
a ring
is
of
the
warmth.
shiny, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is a ring
So
of
it's a
what?
ring of warmth. Warmth.
I
So
do not know
basically
what that
you just
does.
negate cold.
Yeah. Resistant to cold, and you're unharmed by temperatures as low as minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, I don't need that crap. I'm gonna pull up the ring and I'm gonna say, anybody want this?
I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay, no, you're taking it.
Was
It
it a
does
ring of
require
warmth?
attunement.
That I will
Yeah.
take it. I would love to have that.
Yeah, you'll have to attune to it.
It might help if you get hit by a blast of ancient dragon breath.
Yeah, I mean, I am out front. That might
You might
actually
not.
help.
Yeah, you might not die right away. You might just fall unconscious.
So, are you guys going to proceed further in?
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
we should.
Yep.
You guys walk a few more feet, probably about another 10 or so feet, forward past this hallway of death, it seems, and eventually you reach and curve right into just an open rectangular room. It's probably about 30 feet by 20 feet, not that big. And inside you guys see what looks like some sort of kind of a main area where all of the soldiers would be hanging out. So there's just tables. There's a few flagons still standing. Some are knocked over on some of these tables. And the temperature gets even colder, which is strange coming from outside. It gets even colder as you guys enter the center of this place. The walls are lined with all sorts of books. And there are still a few bodies in here, less than the hallway itself. At At the center of this room is it's a cylinder that goes straight from the ground directly up into the room. It is a transparent cylinder. At the center of this cylinder looks like what looks to be like a gem of some sort. It is floating in the center, and it looks like inside of the cylinder is some sort of liquid. That's all you see.
Is there anything that stands out on those books? Sorry.
I was gonna say Huntress. Does that look? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, normally it's a lot brighter and crazier here, but you know the claviger, that thing in the middle of Ecclesia?
Yeah.
Normally its power expands up to here. I don't know, it looks like it's powered down or something. And the other two chime in. The male specifically says, yeah, I don't know, it took a little bit of a beating, so I don't know at what point it stopped. A lot of the guys were trying to get it going again, and I guess it just never came back.
Looking at the
Yeah.
gem, what type of gemstone is it?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
And Zundus, you said you were going to look at the walls?
No, I was saying, do any titles or anything like that stand out if I'm not looking at the
Make an
books?
investigation. Make an investigation check as well. You're just kind of
All right.
thumbing through. The stone is
11.
You don't know what this stone is. It's kind of a weird, it looks almost like an opal. It's actually very pearlescent.
Yeah.
It's almost shimmering like you're looking into a galaxy. However, it's just sitting, floating in the center. It is smooth and round all around the edges.
I was hoping it was a diamond. I was gonna
Yeah.
go for really high. I mean, hey, it's powered down. Whatever they have
yeah.
more.
True.
And
That would've
hey,
been
one of us dies.
That's an 11 on mine, Jay.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, being from the underground, these titles seem like, I mean, it's not the kind of reading that you would have been familiar with. It's some of the titles mention the use of magic, different uses of magic, different schools of magic. Some of them are basics on how to cast enchantments. Some of them are what look like just a little bit of light reading as well. Most of the titles seem to be geared towards the study of magic.
Yeah, nothing of use to me. Although I will point this out to Savos.
What is it?
Books on magic.
Are there any on, do I notice any on, like, evocation or languages?
Most of what you see is actually familiar to you. It's books that you've seen and studied in school. So it's almost as if they have a copy here as well, just as brush up on their skills. But pretty much all the books that you've seen are like either you would have eventually encountered, it seems, or you already encountered them before. They're just like textbooks.
Alright. So nothing of interest to me?
Nothing of interest, it seems.
Okay, so while they're looking around the room, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna take 10 minutes to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So you sit down in the middle of the room, close your eyes. No magic other than what's emanating from your friends.
Okay.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just see the magic skulls.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm just gonna check something. The stone in the middle of the room, inside of this tube, has very faint magical. Um, the school of magic that's imbued in this stone is conjuration.
Oh. Stavros, why don't you poke that thing in the middle of the room?
I'm
Hard.
gonna take out my quarterstaff. I'm gonna poke the thing in the middle of the room.
Okay. From a distance, it looks like glass, almost. But as you do shove the quarterstaff in, it just gets absorbed into this kind of thick, viscous liquid, clear, viscous liquid in the middle. And your staff goes through with no resistance.
I'm gonna hold on a second. I have an idea. Is there any like loose gravel or like a stick or some shit?
There's a few kind of loose wood around, some gravel as well. What are you gonna try to
I'm
do?
gonna take like one of those loose pieces of wood and try and poke it through the liquid.
Okay. You do the same and it just goes right through.
Damn. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Does that liquid look like similar? Does it look familiar to any of us?
In what sense? Like, are you?
Like, does it look like the portal that whatever her face, the traveler bitch, the goat portal?
Marivek?
Yeah,
Um,
Maravik.
no, the gold portal was more uh, like a dark necrotic energy of some sort. This just looks like like a thick, clear liquid.
Mm.
I'm gonna put my quarterstaff a little bit deeper.
Okay. As you do, nothing happens.
What color did you say it was?
It's like an old stone. It's like the stone or the liquid, you mean?
The liquid.
The liquid is clear, so it looks almost like, from a distance, it just looks like a almost like a vat, like a tube, clear tube in the center of the room. But as Stavros puts the quarterstaff into it, it just gets absorbed. It goes right through with no issue.
Man. Alistair's gonna take like a hunk of meat from the fox that he cut up earlier, and he's just gonna drop it in there.
Okay. As soon as you let it go, it just begins to float, similar to the stone. So it is now kind of side by side with the stone.
Wait! I have a new idea. I'm gonna use one of the quarterstaff's charge.
Okay.
And you're
And
gonna
what are you gonna
fall.
attempt to do?
Oh, were you poking it with your father's staff?
Yeah, he was.
Wow.
What are you gonna try to do?
Oof.
Did we lose him?
Restarting. That's my
Hello.
bonus.
It looks like you're talking, but we do not hear. Oh, there you go.
Alright.
Yeah, so what are you gonna try to do?
I was going to use one of the quarterstaff's charges to cast control water on it.
Okay, and what are you gonna attempt to do with the water? Or the liquid?
Just go in an upward spiral, I guess. I'm running out of
Okay.
ideas. If you guys have got anything, I'm open to suggestions.
Just wiggle the water, see if you can actually control it first.
Okay. You stick the staff into it and immediately begin to cast control water. It just creates this kind of whirlpool tornado effect inside of the water. It starts pulling the stone as well as the hunk of meat that Alistair left in there down in a circle until eventually it just suddenly starts expanding and this thick liquid just splashes everywhere and begins to just spread throughout the room on the floor. The stone as well as the hunk of meat just fall on the ground and kind of the force of the water.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
Does that mean we know it's
I was
water?
gonna say fuck it and just pick up the stone.
So you pick up this stone and it's a nice, beautiful, rounded stone again, kind of like staring into a galaxy. Very beautiful
I'm
opal.
going to cast Identify on stone.
Okay. So you're gonna take hold of the stone.
Yeah, I'll still toss it to him.
Okay. As Alistair tosses you this rock and you touch it, immediately you guys all watch as Savo's eyes turn white and he just falls to the ground. He is stiff as a board.
What the hell?
I immediately go over and see if he's alive.
You tap him, you check him. He has a pulse. He is still alive. However, Savos, you are suddenly thrust into nothingness. It seems like you are in some sort of white void, which is kind of
Well,
strange considering
fuck.
that every time you've met Alithri, you've been in a dark void. Stepping out is a familiar face, the face of Alithri, who looks at you and says, "Well, this is a nice step forward, isn't it?"
What the hell is happening?
You look to your left, and you see this small opal stone. You look to your right, and you see one of the bracers, the one that Maribek was carrying. Alithri looks at you and says, "Looks like you have the ingredients you need now. So it's up to you if you want to bring me back."
I will pick up the stone, and then pick up the bracers, and then, like, put them together
Smash them together. Okay.
using a
Put them
delicate
together,
process.
and there is a flash of white light that happens. Your ears start ringing. Your head pounds. The rest of you suddenly watch as from the corner of the room a small rainbow-colored portal appears.
A rainbow colored what?
My hand is
Rainbow
immediately on
colored
my
portal.
sword.
Portal.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm about to throw a ray of frost.
You see a beautiful woman, blonde hair, petite, who steps out. She looks at all of you and says, "Oh, it's nice to be breathing this Lustravan air."
Who the hell are you?
What did you do to Savos?
"Oh, he'll be back." And she kind of closes her eyes, and Savos, your consciousness thrusts you back into your body.
What the hell is going on?
My goals are beyond your understanding.
I stab Savos. No.
Do it, coward! No, please don't.
What? And now he turns to Sav. Are you actually gonna say that or no?
No.
Okay then. Savos, what the hell just happened?
Magic.
Excuse me, would someone like to please explain to me what the fuck is going on?
I would if I could, brother. I am considerably lost right now.
Okay.
She goes, the woman speaks and says, "Ah, there you are, my child." And she walks up to you, puts a hand on your face, kind of ruffles your
Alistair would
hair.
have intercepted her trying to get close. Like, start explaining, or we start attacking.
I summon Fortune.
Well, I've been waiting a long time to finally meet you. And she's ignoring all of you. She's just looking right at Samus.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah.
Could I expend another one of those divine sense charges?
Yeah. You sense a celestial.
Oh, fuck.
She's a celestial.
I'm gonna
I don't
stand
care
up,
what she
and then
is.
I'm going
Either
to
she starts
say,
talking, or I start fighting.
I'm gonna stand up after Grace says that, and say, "This is Alathri. She's a god."
Oh, joyful.
She's a
Okay.
what now?
That doesn't help her case in my case.
Neither mine. Why is she here?
That is
The
beyond
other
my
three-
understanding.
The other three are just looking in shock. They don't know what they're doing. The huntress has pulled out her weapons as well and is standing on guard, but allowing it to happen.
First Meraxium, and now summoning gods. You better stop talking, boy.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Um. I don't know what I can say in my defense.
Just explain why you just summoned a god. Start there.
I had an opportunity, and I took it.
Okay.
That's not a motive.
Why her?
Cause why not?
Because you couldn't find a human girlfriend, is that it? Or an elf girlfriend, for that matter.
In fairness, a goddess is an upgrade, so that doesn't really work.
I mean, gods
I mean,
are
she's not half bad.
Does the world really need more puppet masters?
I say we...
The woman Lagara says, kind of just stumbles back and says, "One of your kind hasn't been seen, hasn't been allowed since history. And now here you are walking amongst the Morns. How?" And Al3 looks at Savos and says, "Well, it just took one special individual to bring that to the world."
4th level.
She walks up to you, Savos. Do you guys allow her to get close?
I'm gonna
That's
put
still
myself
stand in the way, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself between her and Savos.
She goes, "I mean the boy no harm."
Okay, but it still doesn't answer the question, why is this even happening? What do you worship her, Savos?
I'll leave that one up to your imagination.
Okay, you're a simp. Great.
I mean, I was gonna say it, but you know, thinking it. Like, all right, glad I'm not the only one that was thinking it.
You know what? I was kind of thinking that too after I said it.
Savos,
Yes.
bathwater did you buy?
Is that what's in the tube? Is it God bathwater?
It's gamer god bathwater.
Yeah, Ryan, there was a thing, Bella Delphine sold her bathwater to people, and it sold out in like less than a day.
I'm too old for this shit.
7 hours.
I didn't know the exact number. I do not follow her.
I remember
That's insane.
I remember seeing it on the news when it first happened. 350 gallons sold out in 7 hours worldwide.
Jesus. Fuck.
That is
Didn't she get
absurdly
sued because
absurd.
it actually wasn't her bathwater?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you even test that?
Some guy took it and like tried to do a DNA analysis on it and found no traces.
Oh, that's so messed up. That is so messed
So that is the level of simp Savos is right now.
Pretty much, yeah. What would
Okay.
motivate you to do this service?
A god asked for help. Who am I to refuse a god?
A sane person?
I can't say I'm one of those.
Clearly.
Okay, so and I'll turn to like would I know like this goddess? Like would I have heard of her or no?
up. Make a religion check.
+1. Whee. 19.
You've heard very briefly the name mentioned is actually she's not so much of a prime deity. She follows Nistra, the goddess of magic, and she would be considered a form of Nephilim. So she's semi-human, demi-human.
So effectively like half human, half god, I think.
Half
is what
human.
Nephilim are.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alistair is just rubbing his temples, trying to think. Okay, so what did you want to come here for? Why did you want Savos to summon you?
Well, I've been stuck in this place, this horrible, horrible place, for a long, long time. Since
What?
before the war.
You mean you were stuck? Were you, but stuck in the gym?
No, I was in this realm of Mendas, one of the spheres of this world, this universe. And, well, the gods are all clamoring to get out of there. And consider yourselves lucky that you are here, that you are in this world, in this realm. Us, we're not so fortunate.
Aren't gods supposed to be all powerful? How are they stuck?
Explains why they're allowing this stuff to happen to the world.
Well, we were stuck. And she kind of looks at Savos and says, thanks to the boy, at least I managed to make it out. And this place, Mendas, is... I don't understand why someone of my stature would have been placed there. All of the spheres available. But it seems Atomos has willed it so. Whatever the universe has planned for me put me in that place, but that same plan allowed me to escape as well.
I still don't understand what in the hell is actually going on.
The next two of us.
What do you plan to do with Savos now?
Well, I don't plan to do anything. I wanted to be free of that place. Away from all those creatures, those whatever you want to call them. All of you have it good here. Ostrava is a beautiful place. And so far, despite the fact that I'm in this whatever construct, the air certainly smells and feels much better here.
Hmm. Can I insight check her to see if she's like telling the truth or she's like trying to hide her intentions?
I would like
Yeah,
to
sure.
help with that by discussing
Yeah, do
between
it.
the two of us because I don't trust this lady.
Do it. Either both of you or one of the
Back. 13.
13. Um, you get the sense she's telling the truth. There's an almost air of like naivete in her, like she's almost like a child being brought into this world.
Hmm.
And once in a while, you kind of glance over, she's just touching the tables as if she's never felt material in her life. Kind of looking around, breathing deeply,
Hmm.
breathing the air in.
So Son just kind of like turns to Alistair and under his breath says, "So this is a god, huh? Telling me impressed."
Seems more like a child than a girl or a god.
From what I remember, she's technically not a full god. She's half human from the stories I've heard.
All the better. So great, wonderful.
If you don't mind me asking, Alistair, how strong are you?
Well, I've never tried it in your world, but I mean, I've survived in mine.
Are you strong enough to kill a dragon?
Oh, I don't know. I've never. We see,
Do you know what a dragon is?
you know them. A few of them have actually even spoken to some of us, but I'm not strong in that way. I couldn't probably best a dragon, but I'm strong in other ways.
Hmm. How so?
Uh, she kind of smirks and she kind of holds her hand up in the air and closes her eyes. A light starts filling the room, and suddenly, you guys are thrust in a very beautiful beachfront. It is suddenly, instantly warm, and everybody is starting to immediately sweat as you guys are wearing this thick winter clothing.
Probably covering my
Alistair
eyes
is
too.
feeling that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Alistair is gonna try to kick up his winds of Stygia to just try to cool himself off.
I feel like Brotar might instantly like just throw up.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys feel very like you guys had experienced a lot of G forces in like an instant, and you guys all feel slightly dizzy, a little confused, but generally it's much nicer than where you guys were.
I imagine Zundus is probably covering his face too because it's a bit like getting a flashlight shined in your face.
Yeah, you're actually I'll say make a Constitution saving, just because you're drowned. So
I rolled a save to see if Ballister would throw up.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Yeah, you feel an instant stinging sensation. It's very uncomfortable to you, as if you were just suddenly exposed to a very uncomfortable environment. But quickly, that subsides. Alice returns to you and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I slipped my mind that you, well, you know."
Yeah, it might have. Turn the fucking lights off.
And she kind of closes her eyes, and suddenly it becomes from day to night, and you are now in a night beachfront.
Ugh,
Would this
fuck
place
magic. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, would Alistair know this place at all? Like, would he have been on a beach that looked like this? Or is this like something she's completely made up wholesale right now?
Um, it looks almost unnatural. Like, so looking around, it almost feels like somebody doing a bad mental image of what a beach is. Not bad, an inaccurate. So it feels like a beach. It has the general feel of a beach, but you see some of the palm trees that surround you, details are a little off. Some of the leaves are a weird pink hue. Um, and the water is still, despite the fact that it's an ocean. So things, little details don't seem correct.
About how far is like the nearest tree from us?
Not too far, maybe about 20 feet.
Alistair's gonna try to hit it with a ray of frost.
Okay. Uh, so you take aim at this tree and you hit it with a ray of frost, and instantly it just gets coated with this kind of light frosting on the side.
Okay, well this is either one very impressive illusion or this is some very powerful creation.
Xundus is still rubbing his eyes.
Okay, so is that what you can do? You can create space, I guess. Where are we on the plane? Or where are we on the planet now, then?
Well, you're not quite in Strava anymore, but you're safe.
I don't like any of this.
So, Savos, what was your in plan with all of this? Or are you literally just following the whims of a demigod?
I'm following my own way. When I was presented this opportunity, it sounded like the best option at the time.
Looking like a true asshole.
Hmm.
Well, Owl 3 is going to turn to you, Sunwell, and say, "Well, young elf, I guess I'm forever in your favor. Getting me out of that place, away from those people, if that's what you want to call it. So consider me bound to you."
Okay, cool.
She's going to boop you on the nose with her finger. Um, and you will gain this following ability. Once per day, you can cast, you can request Owl 3, you'll have to roll a check. Oh, sorry, once per week, you'll have to roll a check for it, but you can ask Alakri to cast teleport for you and 8 willing creatures. Yes.
Whoa,
so-
whoa, whoa, whoa! Once per day we can teleport?
No,
Once
sorry,
per
once
Once
per
per
week.
week.
and
Oh, okay.
that's if she lets him effectively.
Oh, that's less impressive.
Yeah, he's basically he has his own version of
A sugar mama.
kind of. Well, I was gonna say the divine intervention, but
Yeah.
it's only to teleport.
Yep, so I'll send you the details of those.
Well,
And she says, well, do we go back to that cold, miserable place again, or would you guys like to stay here a little longer?
we do have business to take care of.
And as you guys kind of look around, you see the huntress already has jumped into this still ocean water and is kind of swimming around. And you just see her clothes laid out on the beach side, and she's already like, take your time, guys, take your time. She's just
Oh.
floating in water.
Okay, while this is going on, I'm going to walk over to Blue. I'm going to sit in front of him. I kind of give him some, I kind of pat his head a little bit,
Okay,
and I ritually cast Speak with Animals.
okay.
Would that technically work on him, since he's actually a fae and not an animal, not a beast?
Oh, for fuck's sake, I took this
I'll
ability
say-
because of him.
I mean, it's up to Jay if
I'll
that'll
say,
work.
you know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it for this case, just because you built a bond with him. So
Um,
it takes a little moment, but you hear the panting of Blue go from just what sounds like regular dog sounds to
I mean, Jay, if it works better for you, I can replace Speak with Animals for Comprehend Language.
yeah, either or. But I'll just say I'll allow it. So suddenly, his voice changes a little bit.
A blink dog can't speak normally.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess Speak with Animals would work then.
Yeah.
So I say, first of all, are you okay with me calling you Blue? Or do you have another preferred name?
And you kind of see this bulky dog expecting, and you're kind of worried about what kind of voice you're going to hear first. And then suddenly Blue speaks and says, yes, that's fine. Call me Blue.
Okay, okay.
Alistair is just hearing Grim just bark his head off.
Yeah.
Great. Sorry, fuck. No, I hear Grim all the way in this weird place.
You're hallucinating. And I
I mean, he
say,
would be barking too.
that is very true. That is very true. And then Grace says, I'm not going to annoy you too much because, you probably want to run around and, I don't know, eat sand or whatever blink dogs like to do. But there's just one thing I like to ask of you. If at any time a fight starts, someone starts attacking us, or if we start attacking people, I want you to hide. Go somewhere safe, hide, and wait for me to come get you. Can you do that for me, boy?
I could do that for you, Master. But please don't insult my intelligence by claiming that I would eat sand.
Okay. That
Gray, what is your intelligence? I'm kind of curious.
10.
So yeah, the dog is on par with you. A blink dog has an int of 10.
Holy shit.
Now look, I will go into hiding if it was Perhaps what we saw the other day. We see tigers, giant tigers, and little winged ice creatures. But if you're in danger and I need to help you, Master, I will help you.
You know, I can take care of myself. Um, I'm good with the sword. Uh, if I have to fight and worry about you, I'll probably end up getting hurt. So if a fight starts, just hide. Just stay very still, and when it's over, I'll come and get you.
I could do that, Master. That's not a problem.
And don't call me master. That's I I never liked that. Um, I'm not a prince anymore. Call me Gray.
All right, Gray.
Excellent. And then I pat him on his head again and walk back to the group.
And before you leave, he says, well, since you can understand me right now, can I have permission to go swim?
By all means, have fun.
And immediately his face goes into a smile and he's in the water swimming with the hunters. And he's just kind of doggy paddling.
And then I
Alistair.
turn around and I
Sorry.
scream, Stavros, I just can't speak with animals. I can talk to you right now.
Firebolt.
Wow.
Come on, do it. Do it.
I did.
It
Coward.
didn't go through.
16 and a 23.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, why are you casting 2?
That's just what it does.
Okay.
I think it's
So-
advantage and disadvantage.
Yeah,
So
Um,
you miss.
16.
And let me see what I'm gonna do. I
Alistair is just gonna let them fight, but go over to Alistair and say, your powers, do they let you manipulate time somewhat as well?
In a
I
limited
know where
way.
this is going.
I'm gonna say, at the very least, about how far can you change? Like, how long could we wait before going back and being at the same time we left?
Well, I couldn't turn back time, but I could definitely hold you within time as if time didn't move forward as long as you're here.
Is that what you're doing now?
Yes.
And he just relaxes, like, all right. And he just says, fuck it, strips, and jumps into the water.
Al3 shoots, Stavros a smile, seeing his friends enjoying themselves. Walks up to you, Zundus, and says,
Oh,
don't be weary of me, Drow.
I'm wary of anything that I don't understand.
You know something interesting?
Sorry, what
Where
was
I'm
that?
from. You know something interesting? Where I'm from, it's the same place that your queen lives in.
She's not my queen.
Well, there are all sorts of ghastly individuals that live there.
Oh, there is a
I still don't
pantheon in
know.
the Drow.
Still don't know why they placed me there. But she is there.
I'm aware. I'm aware of the demon web pits. But I am not beholden to her anymore, so she's not my queen.
Well, to be fair, if she's not your queen, then that's a good thing, because She's the worst of them all that live. Well, between her and Morgul, I mean, I don't know if it'd be worse, to be quite honest.
I
So
believe
Jay,
it.
Jay is just connected to all the bad people. Joe, fuck.
What's that?
I think Joe is connected to
Oh,
all
yeah.
the bad
Yeah, I
deities.
am. I believe those fellows just lost someone that they were friends with that was the son of this. Sorry, I think I cut it.
Oh, that's what you're thinking of. Damn.
Yeah,
I think Discord just went nuts for a second.
yeah. What was the last thing you heard?
I heard, I think, all the way up to the guys lost someone who was connected.
Yeah, basically, like they had mentioned to him at some point that he was Morgul's son.
Well, there are quite a few of these individuals trying to clamber out, make their way into the world.
I suppose the most pertinent thing would be to ask, what is it you want of me?
Well, I suppose I just want all of you to understand my relationship with the boy. I've known him since he was a child.
Now, if you've been where she is, then I suppose you should be able to understand my wariness, because I bear her mark and I've suffered under her yoke for most of my life. And pardon me for saying this, but it seems to me that your ilk exist only to manipulate.
They may try to manipulate, but, well, many of them hope they can walk this place. So all they can do is manipulate, and only to those who would listen. But whatever allowed me to enter this place, we must ensure that none of them are able to do the same.
And what will you do with this gift?
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. You know those Egris stones? Are you aware of them?
See, she's talking about Maraxium, right?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Well, what
I
you
remember
saw
the
in
war.
there, well, yes, a war. How you remember it?
Was that a question? Like, did you say, how do you remember it? Or
Yeah, she's asking you how you remember it. Like you get the sense she's asking, not like questioning you, but more like what do you remember of it?
I just remember the surface folk going nuts and trying to kill one another.
You know that white stone that we found that allowed me to enter this place?
I remember it.
It's called Astrodite.
Alright, well, what does that have to do with Maraxium?
Well, the reason I was able to return to this place is because the power of those two Egris stones channeled through your friend opened a portal to my realm, and luckily, none of the others were around, or they could do the same as well.
I see.
So if you ever hope to prevent your ex-queen from returning to this realm and potentially destroying it. Well, just make sure the two don't ever come near each other again.
I'll keep that in mind.
She looks at you and says, it's up to you if you want to tell the others, but the less people know about these stones, the better.
Why are you telling me?
Well, usually it's the worst ones who are the most trustworthy because they have a lot more to prove. She kind of quietly stands up, not looking at you, and just watches everybody.
I
The
kind
rest of
of
you, what are you
approach
guys doing?
her. I approach her,
Okay.
and I say, I don't know a whole lot about gods and demons or even magic. I had a little knack for it before. Well, I guess you'd say previous life. But these abilities that I have now, they are new, and they were given to me by something that I do not understand, and I don't know who that is or what that is and what it wants. Maybe I don't know. I was just wondering, since you're a god, if you could tell me something, if you knew something.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. And that's another one. So that,
Rip.
yeah, that's a one.
She turns to you and says, there will be time for those things. For now, just embrace that you have this power. I don't mean
Okay.
to sound elusive in my answers, but it's my first day and I'm still trying to forget some of the things that I've seen and still trying to make sense of all of this. And I'm sure you are as well, but in time you will know.
Okay. Thank you. And as I walk away, I grab a little copper wire, and I bring it near my mouth, and I point to Alistair, and I say, "Can I kill the god now?" You may reply to this message.
She doesn't seem bad, and hold off at the very least. I'll give a code word if we do.
Gotcha.
Which
Anyone else going to do anything?
Alistair will, since we have a god at our disposal. He's gonna try something.
Zundus is basically just
he-
gonna go meditate. Sorry.
Before Alistair gets us TPK'd, I'm going to fold my cloak up into a pillow and take a goddamn nap.
Okay.
Okay. Alistair, just completely in the nude because fuck it. He's gonna come up to Alistair and ask, "How much of our world could you see from your side?"
Well, it's hard to describe. It's almost, we see the whole picture from our side. And it's easy to sum up what our senses show us. So we have a good sense of things, people, but it's not a clear picture. It's almost like looking at a painting, wishing you were there.
Well, in that little corner of the painting, do you know what happened to me? Why I'm like this?
To be honest, with so many individuals, I haven't had a chance to focus, but I have an idea, somewhat. Though I can't say for certain it means anything.
To be honest, I'm just curious as to why. If you have, I'll look into it if you want to give me a lead.
Well, make a persuasion check.
Come on, natural 20. Oh, that's performance. Ah. 20 even.
It's a dirty 20.
Personal and your plus 10.
Yeah,
It's what
Uh,
the bard does.
it's true. She says, I wouldn't focus so much on who you are, how you were born, but more on your talent. There is
Well,
a
you got the
reason
book
why,
of God answers down, and he walks off.
and before you leave, she says, there's a reason they call you the tail beaver.
Bitch, I know it.
She kind of sits beside you, Savos, as you're napping, and just quietly looks off. Does anyone else want to do anything? And we can go on a break if not.
Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in here and say we don't have any ads right now. So if you could just do us a favor and like and subscribe if you like us, and share this podcast with anybody you think might like it. Maybe in the future we'll have ads, but for right now, we just want to help grow this little show here. Don't forget to follow us at Campaign Grand on Twitter and catch us every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/The Grand Campaign. Back to the show.
Okay.
Right.
So you guys are still, Ryan's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
You guys are still in this beach place that Althree's created, and she's mentioned that time has stopped. You guys, at this point, I mean, it's technically in the middle of the afternoon, real world, but if you guys want, you could take the time to rest here, or whatever you guys want to do. You guys can get out of here.
I don't think we necessarily need to rest right now.
Yeah.
Does Savos need to tend to his boo-boos?
It's one hit point.
Yeah, it's
My
one hit
one
point.
single hit point. No, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. So are you guys gonna try to get out of this place? Or not
Yes.
try, but must occur?
Yeah.
Okay. So after having a little bit of fun, Savos takes a little bit of a nap. Al3 wakes you up and says, well, that's the extent of what I can do for today, so shall we? And turns to you, Savos, and says this.
back to the cold and barren hell. That is
So-
my homeland.
She kind of runs up to warn the others who are swimming as they get on their clothes, and instantly Aldred makes them dry again. And as everybody gets their clothes back on, is ready to go, you watch as the whole environment starts shimmering back until eventually all of it just kind of melts away, and you're back at Command Post Corinth. The Huntress turns to everyone and says, I was just beginning to enjoy myself between dragons and hordes and now goddesses appearing. What next, everybody?
Is there any more to this bunker?
It's up to you. If you want to explore it, there is a door on the other side of the room. Other than that, it's just this one big room in front of you.
I mean, I guess we might as well check everything. Maybe we'll find another god. Who knows?
Hopefully not.
So, who wants to take the charge?
I can take the front.
I guess. Yeah, we'll just follow the order we were yesterday. Or
So you guys open the door, and again, another long hallway. Another long, dark hallway. Whoever's taking the charge can make a perception check.
I'm going to shoot a firebolt down the hallway to try
14.
and light the path.
Okay. Roll at advantage. Great. So roll again.
14.
14. Immediately you see more bodies strewn about. There seems to be far less undead in this area and more regular folk, mostly human, dressed in the iridescent guard clothing.
Okay, question. Did we loot the bodies? Should we check if they have money and stuff?
I don't know how much money they would have, but they might have gear we can use at the very least.
I am going to sit down, take 10 minutes, and cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You get a very faint magical essence at the end of the hallway, about 30 or 40 feet away.
I make a beeline for it.
I follow close behind.
Yeah, same. Like, Alistair's just more worried that, yeah, he just detected something weird, so...
So you run up ahead, and immediately you kind of run into a specific point in the room, and you just see a bright, glowing orange flying at you. So who was running forward? Alistair, Gray, and
And Savos.
Savos. I need the three of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh shit, it's a fireball.
How close are they to me?
God.
Natural 20!
If they ran ahead, they would have. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you're on your own, sorry.
So who
that's a
succeeded?
26.
26.
Jesus, that
Savos
17.
failure. So it's a 3D ram. So that's a failure on Savos and Gray.
Oh,
17.
that's only... Oh, that's only a creature, so nope, I can't cutting words this.
So you actually run up and you see this huge orange ball streaking towards you guys. Alistair, you just kind of plant yourself against the wall, flatten yourself as this thing streaks by, but it does hit Savos and Gray. Both of you suffer 34 points of fire damage as this big ball just comes detonating in the hallway.
Good
So
lord.
17 for me because I have resistance, right?
Yeah, if you're resistant to fire, you then pass.
34, right?
34.
Are you down?
I'm at 3 hit points.
Oh fuck.
And as that happens, Alistair, you turn to your left and you immediately see what looks like some creature wearing robes just take off and start running. What is everyone going to do?
I am immediately gonna cast. Like, how far away is it?
At this point, this person is probably 40 to 50 feet away from you.
I'm going to
I'm
cast...
going to try to cast Hold Person on it.
Okay.
Wait, could I have casted Counterspell as a reaction?
I guess, did you notice the spell being cast before?
Yeah, you wouldn't have noticed the spell.
You just
being
saw
cast.
the fireball.
Yeah.
Alright. Then I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt at him.
Hold on one sec. So what was that? Wisdom save?
Yeah,
Actually,
Wisdom save
you know
against a
what?
DC 15.
15.
If he's not a humanoid, then it won't work.
It is 17 plus wisdom, so saves. Succeeds.
I'm going to try and cutting words to
Okay.
make him lower his save.
Before
Okay.
you do that, I cast Hacks, and I can choose...
Checks, not saves.
This person is running from you guys at this point.
Damn. Okay, so nah,
Is
he still
he
saves.
within 90 feet of me?
90 feet. So everybody gets one reaction. So Alistair cannot do cutting words since you tried to cast Hold Person. I'll allow that as a reaction. Anybody else going to do anything? As you guys hear this
I cast Fireball at him.
fireball in that direction, okay, go for it. Make an attack roll.
Yeah. Or well, it's a deck save against him.
Yeah.
He's returning to Cinder.
Yeah.
Um,
Right back at you, buddy.
that's 15. So
He
11.
still takes 17.
17 points. Got it. Okay. Anyone else going to do anything?
So, I mean, are we able? We didn't run up like the other three did, right? But
At this point, that it's actually, you know what? Zundis and Brotara, you guys are probably 10 feet away. I need you guys to make dex saves.
dex saves.
Yeah.
Oh, so he hit everyone.
Add a add a
Yeah,
plus
you and
3.
Zundus get plus
Thir-
3.
13. And
Plus three.
so then 16. 16.
That's a failure.
18.
Success on yours.
So 18
So
is
Zundis, you
DC.
take 17. Brotara, you take 34.
Oh
Fire
shit!
Neighbor's Ward on that.
I'll say, yeah, as a reaction you can. That'll be your reaction, though.
Sweet.
Did you say 34?
Yeah. So,
Dumb bitch.
are you going to Weaver's Ward the attack on you, right?
Yeah, on myself.
Okay, so I'll say, that you will store 34 points of damage.
Nice. That's going to be useful.
So everyone's expended their reactions at this point, unless Rotar and Ray want to do something.
I mean, I would
Yeah, no.
try to
wanna
shoot
hide-
it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Do I get my 2 attacks?
I'll say just one single shot, basically, because this thing is you're catching like the road.
Fucking natural one.
Natural one, so yeah, that's on misfire.
Oh god.
So your gun breaks.
It didn't break, it just
Great.
misfired.
Oh, sorry. Great. You're gonna cast Hex.
Yeah.
Okay, so you suspect that Hex is gonna cast it on this thing as it's now running away. What's everyone gonna do?
Oh, run after it.
Yeah,
Dashing after it.
chasing after-
Yeah.
Would I still take half damage that I saved, or did I take none?
You'll take half damage, so you take 17.
And then halved again to 8. I
Actually, you
think?
know what? Since you rolled a critical, I'll say you just completely avoided it, so it's fine.
I just backed up
so-
over it.
Yeah. So as that happens, you guys hear murmuring noises from the back as suddenly all of the bodies that have been in the area start animating and standing up.
Oh,
They
I
begin to
fucking told
rush.
you.
They begin to rush the Huntress, Matan, and they begin to rush the 3 people, Gara, and the Huntress says, "Go! It's a kill box!" And they just begin as these bodies all start funneling towards them, leaving you guys relatively clear, but they are caught up behind you, kind of separated by these animated bodies.
What do we do? What do we do?
go after them. I'll stay and help these guys. You go get him.
No,
You know
don't
where he
split
is,
the
right?
party. Okay, just take off after the guy who fireballed us.
Okay,
One of
so
us
who's going to
got,
take off?
2 basic healing potions, right?
Yes.
So that's 2d4, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
I will chug both of those for a grand total of 5 health.
No,
Plus
it's 2d8.
2, so
No,
plus
2d4
4,
plus
so
2.
yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2 per thing.
Yeah, so I think you chugged
5
1.
plus, so 7 per 1.
Yeah, 7 for the one you took. So who's going to take off after this person?
Great.
Yeah, I will too.
Everyone else.
I'll go with Gray.
How is Savos looking?
It's looking hurt.
As
Well,
he's
yeah,
running
probably-
by, I will give him a 3rd level healing word.
Okay.
Seeing as that he's
At this point, more and more of these bodies are animating. It looks like all in all, even the ones from the other hallway are now funneling in, kind of bossing the other 3. On your side, there are about 8 that have stood up. Are you guys going to fight them, or are you guys going to just go after this?
I'm gonna go after.
I'll make sure
Patrick.
these guys are okay. You go after that asshole.
So at this point, you're separated, Alistair, so it's almost like they are stuck.
Yeah, like there's a
From
group in
you.
between me and them, and like they're being sandwiched
Yeah.
by others.
And there's like eight people in front of you, so... anyone else going to stay? Anyone else going to go?
No, I'm going after the thing.
Okay. Who else is going? So Gray, Zundus,
Rotar.
Savos,
Uh-huh.
Rotar. So Alistair, you're going to stick around?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and help deal with at least the ones in between us, so they're not getting pincered.
Okay. 4 of them begin to lumber in your direction. What are you going to do?
I will at first try to get everyone, like besides the people. Like roughly how far is it in between the 2 groups? Like,
So the guys have taken off behind you. They're probably 10 to 20 feet behind you now. Up ahead, you see 4 about 10 feet, no more than 10 feet in front of you, lumbering towards you. Behind them are the other 4. And then behind that, the in close quarters. So this hallway is, probably about 10 feet wide. So there's 4 lumbering towards you. So you're probably
yeah. Am I able
20
to
or
get?
30 feet.
Am I able to get all of, at least a good portion of the zombies all in a frost fingers of frost or frost fingers?
What's the radius?
It is a 15-foot cone.
15-foot cone. You probably get about 6.
I will do that.
Some of them are blocking each other, so. Okay.
Fucking dick. DC 15 con save for 10 cold damage.
That's 14, 16, success, fail, success, fail. So you get 3 of them doing that.
Alright.
And cold, got it. So a few of the bodies kind of stand in place, but quickly they just shatter through the ice that you've created, and they're still lumbering towards you now. 4 of them are still continuing towards you.
And Alistair, with his Wind the City Up, will just ready his rapier and have them come at him.
Okay. You hear the hunters yell, "War in Ecclesia! War in Ecclesia!" And you just hear grunts and yells as everyone begins to slash. The rest of you are giving chase to this individual. So I'll say at this point, if you guys use your movement, you guys are probably about 20 to 30 feet behind this individual as they just tunnel off, turn right, and immediately down the hallway you see it's gaining away from you guys. Everybody has 1 action at this point, but so will this individual.
Can I attempt to hold person?
Yeah, sure.
I am going to turn to Zenluz and say, push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. And you gain a D6 of inspiration.
Nice.
Nice.
The motivation speak. Great. So what's the save on it again?
Oh,
It's 14 wisdom for mine.
14 wisdom. That is a 16 plus its wisdom, so success.
Right.
No whole person. Brotar
I am
Salvos.
going to Toll the Dead.
What's the save on that?
Wisdom 16.
16. That is 9 plus its wisdom, so that's a failure.
Okay, so is he missing any hit points by any chance?
Yeah, when I hit him
Yeah,
with the
Salvos hurt him a little bit.
Oh, awesome. Do I add hacks to Toll the Dead as well?
I think it's any damage roll.
Yeah.
Let me look at that.
Yeah, I think it's an attack. Just
Let me...
good spell attack rolls.
Any damage roll.
You place a curse that you...
Whatever you hit with an attack.
Yeah,
So,
so that would count.
yeah, I'll say that would count. Attack spell.
Oh, damn. That's 26.
26.
Yeah.
Great. Got it. Okay, so you just immediately told the dead. You hear a grunting. It sounds like a man. Just goes, "Ugh," and then begins continuing forth and kind of stumbling. Brotar, are you going to do anything?
Well, I guess I have to. Well, you know what? I'll spend my action to try to fix Dolphin.
Okay. Got it.
Plus my, I think. Fuck me. Is that right? 20 plus Dex be 7, and it needs to be an 8 plus the misfire. So nope, that's a failure. So now the gun is broken, right?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Are you proficient in Tinker's Tools?
Oh, I am. So I get to add that too.
You are.
Oh, that might have just done it. So that would be 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Woo! I fixed it because I needed a 9.
So you
Oh shit. Okay.
Wait, I actually know how to do this.
Thank you.
I'm not
I'm glad
good.
somebody knows how to play Gunslinger in this group. And then I'll use my bonus action to put the echolocate on him.
I just
Okay.
vaguely know because of Percy.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
That and just understanding how checks work in D&D.
you know, actually, did he look like he was pretty bad after Fabi hit him?
Also make a perception check at this bench. It's hard to tell. But just make a perception
I mean-
spin.
18.
You know
And-
that he's stumbling from.
Oh, they were both 18.
No, it looked like like it hurt him a little bit, and then he continued the same pace. So
I'm going to go ahead and use my action, Serge,
okay,
to shoot him again.
Just don't roll another nat one.
Yeah, no shit. I was looking at my shots that I have to see. I'm going to use a grit point to hit him with a deadeye shot, which gives me advantage,
Okay.
basically.
yeah.
Natural 20.
Go ahead, too.
Natural 20.
Holy fuck, it's a good thing I did that because I rolled another 1, but I got a 26.
Oh,
Nice.
jeez. Wow. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
For 16 damage.
So you just let off the shot. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So you take a shot, and just the sound echoes throughout the whole. This loud gunfire, and you hear another grunt before this person seems to be moving, now leaving a trail of blood as you guys are moving
You gonna
towards
take
it.
another shot?
I am. I'm going to take my second
Okay.
shot, just a regular shot, though.
Okay.
Can I still inspire?
19.
19 will hit.
17 damage.
17. Again, take another shot, ringing the hallway. This time, the person actually stumbles, falls to the ground briefly, but stands up quickly once again.
Fucking guy. Good lord. Okay, that's it.
Okay. So you watch as this person raises his hand, and you just see a blur just disappear, and you guys have lost sight.
Fuck. That's not good.
That sucked.
I see he's going to use Expeditious Retreat.
If
So Alistair, these 4 creatures are now lumbering towards you.
hey, so they still haven't gotten to me.
No, they're like slowly lumbering their way towards you.
All right. I will. Can I still, if I cast Shatter, would I be able to get all the zombies in it without hurting anyone else?
You might
They-
hurt the others. You won't know because you have no vision of that. Like, you'll have to just choose a arbitrary spot.
Ah, motherfuck. I'm just gonna target like a space behind the lead zombie heading towards me. So
Okay.
and I will cast a third level Shatter.
Okay.
It's good
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Damn, son.
So you watch as you cast Shatter, and let's see how many fall. Success. So 5 of them immediately just a few of them don't die, but 2 of them actually fall to the ground. Not the ones that are facing you, but the ones behind. As there are now 2 left, and you could now see a little bit of the battle taking place as the 3 are getting overwhelmed. But the Huntress looks like she's holding strong. The other 4, however, are still continuing towards you. Some look hurt, and they pause a little bit, but you are being approached. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Roughly how far is the Huntress and them?
At this point, they're about 25, 30 feet from you.
Okay, then I will bonus action inspire the Huntress.
Okay. Got it. 4 of these creatures are now going to lumber towards you and take attacks.
Alright.
That is 19 to hit on the first one.
That will hit.
Second one will miss. Natural miss. Third one will miss with a natural 9. Fourth one will be another 17 to hit.
I'm going to use my cutting words on that one. Just
Okay, so that's
burn a reaction to reduce the AC. Yeah, he -6 to the attack, so that misses.
so both of them are clutching what look like the 2 that run up to you and try to hit you are holding what look like great swords. As you're kind of dragging it, and you hear the kind of dragging of the steel on the ground, the stonework behind you or in front of you. It's 46. That will be 18 total. So a 7 on the first guy and a
I only got hit
11
by
on
one
the second
attack,
guy.
I think. Wasn't it?
No, the 2 guys, 2 17s.
Yeah, in the second 17, I used cutting words to make it an
Cutting
11
words,
to
okay.
hit.
So
Yeah.
that would be 7 damage.
Okay, I thought that was from one attack. Like, oh fuck.
No. So 7 damage to you. First hit. And that's going to end their turn. The rest of you guys turn the corner and watch this thing just take off in a blur. And as you look out, you see the outside. There's a view of the outside.
So we no
good.
longer see the guy in the hallway.
You don't see him in the hallway anymore, but you do see the outside. So it's just a small door, probably about 8-foot door, maybe about 20, 30 feet ahead, but no person to be seen.
I'm going to spend one of my divine sense slots.
Okay. You don't sense anybody around the area, except for the undead that are back where you sense them.
Oh, there's no undead out that way.
Should we go back to help the others?
I'd like to know where this guy went.
We should probably go outside and check.
If Hex, if I remember right, Hex lets you know where they are.
Oh, let me check.
Yeah, let me see how
They
far.
So let's put this down ahead. Also, choosing if the target drops a hit, you can use it.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm thinking of Hunter's Mark. I thought they
Yeah.
did similar things. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought they were pretty much the same spell, just one did necrotic while one did weapon.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do? You just want to head off towards this
Yeah,
individual?
let's head outside.
Okay.
See if we can see anything.
So, Alistair, you see now that the 2 who are with the Huntress, one of them, the woman with the bowl cut, Megara, holds out her hand as they're all getting bitten slowly and cut up. And they say, "Go!" as she holds up her hand, and immediately the 3 of them disappear from being surrounded. They're just gone, and now a few of the kind of wave of undead begin to kind of fall over and then stand up, look in your direction, as now the whole 10-foot hallway is covered with hordes of bodies lumbering towards you. What do you want to do?
that. But I just posted in Discord.
Okay. So you just begin to run
Yeah,
away from your friends, or away from the horde.
yeah.
As-
Like they just ditched me. Like, you sons of bitches. And yeah, he is running away now.
okay, so you begin to
Dash.
run away.
Yeah, I'll take attacks of opportunity. I am dashing and running the fuck away.
Okay, so I'll see the four of them. Alright, 1, 2, that's a fail. That's a fail. So, 17 will hit you, and an 18 will hit you. So
So
two of
what was
them.
the 17 and 18?
Yeah.
On the 17, I will again use my reaction to cutting words.
Okay.
So the 17 will
Got
miss,
it.
so one more hit.
So there'll be another 7 points of slashing damage as one of them just scrapes your back with this great sword as you're running away. Eventually, you manage to escape them. They are kind of piled into this tight corridor, so they're unable to just necessarily get to you.
Yeah, like while
Wow.
he's running, if he sees anything to like block the path, he is just gonna toss it in front and do whatever.
Okay, I'll say make a perception check, just to see how effective you're.
Make a deception.
Actually, I'll say yeah, deception, or it depends what you're gonna do. Are you just gonna like try to find
Right.
any random stuff to throw in its
I'm
mouth?
literally like, it's like if I run through a door, I'm gonna try to just while running past it as fast as I can, like slam it shut or something like that. Like he is just like tossing shit
Oh,
behind him to clutter
got
up.
it,
Like he
got
is
it.
not trying to like cover his tracks really.
Yeah. So I'll say yeah, just use your charisma to do it. Make a deception.
Okay.
Just to see how far you can slow them down. Okay.
26.
Yes. So at some point you do see a large stone sconce, or almost like a pillar with a brazier sitting on top. You just tip it over, it falls and creates kind of an X or a slash mark in the center of the hallway, blocking essentially the path behind you to go forward. You do see a bunch of them get trapped. It definitely slows them down. Enough time for you to make it to your friends.
Those bastards teleported away. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have stayed. Fucking hell.
So
Like,
the
that's
rest
what
of you guys
hear
are all
Alistair shouting when he comes up to you.
yeah. So the rest of you are now staring at this corridor. Are you guys gonna all head out,
Yeah,
or you guys would have already head out?
I'm definitely heading out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys give chase and begin chasing, running out of this place. You see in the snow, you kind of come out and there is this sort of two edges, left and right, kind of blocking you guys. Kind of like a hallway, but outside that you pop out of as you exit this door. You guys turn left, and you guys are corralled in a few forest trees until you see up ahead a person dressed in all black robes, long black hair, glasses, probably about 40 to 50 feet ahead.
I am
Does that
going
look familiar to me?
to... Is that the person who I hexed?
That's the person you hexed.
Okay, so
Samus, make a history check, or make a history or general intelligence as well. What are you gonna do?
I am going to bonus section Misty Step 30 feet
Okay.
ahead. And then I'm going to... Well, I guess keep running, and I told the dead.
Okay.
That's wisdom 16.
Okay. That's a failure. That's a 9 plus it's wisdom, so yeah, that's a fail. Yep.
Would
What
that
did you
person
roll?
look familiar to me?
So that's
Yeah, what did you roll on your history check?
Oh, you were talking to me.
12,
when you said
23.
history.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
I rolled
I-
a
I'm
2.
I need
22,
to roll
okay.
2d12s, right? Plus
Yeah.
D6.
1d6. Okay, so 23.
Damn. Those are some
Slide.
good D12s.
Yeah. I rolled up 11, 7, and a 5.
So what's the total damage?
23.
23, got it. So you told it that this person kind of falls to his knees and tries to get up, looking really, really hurt. And now you get this look, kind of a scruffy face, has a little small scar on his right cheek, wearing glasses, long flowing hair, wearing these all black robes. Stavros, you recognize this as Raventree. Here,
Is he
Professor.
still bleeding out?
I'm going to
Oh.
throw a decent-sized rock at him.
Okay. You can
So,
dexterity.
improvised weapon. So,
Yeah.
Uh,
so
That's-
just roll a D20 plus your dex.
Yeah. So, great. He's looking hurt. He's still
I
standing.
rolled a fucking
Oh, wow.
0.
Yeah. So you get a little shock. As a senior-old professor that you just chucked this rock to nowhere. Great. He looks over at you and he says, "It's too late. It's too late. I've won. Don't you see? Ecclesia will burn." He's gonna cast a spell, so you have one reaction, Gray.
There's nothing I can do. Is it an attack spell?
You don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Um,
I mean, we're all together, aren't we?
you're all together. I think Gray's just a little ahead of you because he missed a step. So you guys are probably not too far back. You guys are probably, I'd say, about 30 feet. So you can use your movement to get technically up to him. But that would be your full reaction to do that.
I'm
I
holding
will
back up.
try to hold person again.
Okay. What's the save?
It is a DC 15 Wisdom, and if he,
It's a 10 plus his wisdom, he'll save.
how much is his wit? Like, what's the full?
It's high. It's 17.
I will try to cutting words one last time.
Okay.
Nope. That makes it 15. He just fucking saved. Damn it.
Fuck.
I'm gonna actually hold my reaction, if I may, until he casts the spell.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else going to do a reaction? Savos, Wotai?
All I'm gonna do is move to Alistair and bother him for the pendant of descending.
You sure, man?
It's
You
around
got that? You have that pretty little counter spell.
Oh wait, I do
sitting
have
around.
counter spell.
My god. How?
I cast counter spell.
Okay.
Now, what level spell was he trying to cast?
Check that now. Yes, sir.
I might be a pretty bad wizard, but I'm the best wizard this party's got.
That's such a
you
sad
I just
statement.
need to take one level in Wizard and you won't be.
Ouch.
It is a dimension door. So you're casting counterspell at third. So that would be you have to make an ability check, Savos, using your spellcasting ability modifier.
Can I inspire him?
So if you want to use that as a reaction, but you'll have to know.
I mean, it's
kind of weird.
it has components, right? So if I see him casting a spell,
You know what? I'll allow you to inspire. Actually, you know what? It's kind of weird because you're like facing off against him behind you, so you won't know Savos is casting counter spell, right?
yeah.
So it's going to be tough for you to inspire him. So Savos, roll a d20.
D20 plus my ability modifier.
I believe. Fucking damn it.
It'll be DC is 10 plus the spells level. So 14.
I got a goddamn 9.
9? Yeah, so you try to cast counter spell. So I'll say Brotar, you have 1 reaction.
And are we? I mean, I guess I would just shoot him.
Yeah, it's up to you. You can try to shoot him.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can attack him. Okay, I totally misunderstood.
Yeah, it's a reaction. So you guys can not like the reaction move, but just like a reaction. Like you have
Gotcha.
So just a single shot, not my 2 attacks, right?
Yes. So it'll be kind of like an attack of opportunity almost.
Okay, so I'll take my single shot.
Am I melee range?
17.
Yeah, you're in melee range. 17 will just hit him.
21 damage.
Dang.
1 damage.
Is he still echolocated, correct?
Yeah, he's echolocated.
Yeah, can I change my reaction?
Yeah. Well, he's casting the spell, so you have your action.
All right, sweet. In that case, I would like to 2nd level cast Sleep.
Oh, okay. Is it his total health or part of his
It's current health. Yeah.
current health?
It's
You might not need to do the
HP, I
2nd
believe.
level.
Let me. What does sleep say?
5d8
Plus 2d8 each
if you
level,
do 2nd level, yeah.
plus
Yeah, so what's the total?
1d6 because I'm going to use my inspiration. So
That would be 78.
78 plus 1d6 because I'm going to use that inspiration Fabi gave me.
Hit point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Total
do it.
is how many creatures within 20 feet, each user within range, are affected.
And I'm
sitting
going-
on their current hit points.
I'm going to
Ignoring
booming blade him.
Yeah. Just want to mention too, Savos, don't forget you have the inspiration die. So you could also use that to bump your counter spell if you wanted.
So that's
Yeah.
41.
Yeah, but
I-
D12.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I
just
do
remember it for
have-
next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it because I already forgot I had the inspiration die.
Yeah, no problem.
So
Jay,
that's 41.
Would a 12
41?
hit him?
Yes.
A 12 will not hit him, unfortunately. So you watch as he's just about to cast a spell, and suddenly his eyes start drooping until eventually he just drops his components.
Yeah.
Can I?
I don't wanna- I don't wanna be
not
a-
to raid on the parade,
Yeah.
but is this guy an elf?
No, he's not.
He's human.
Okay.
And the other thing was anybody else within that 20 foot?
Well, he can choose with that. He can
Right.
choose
Okay.
to effects.
Okay, so I immediately run to the guy and I start tying.
I mistakenly
I'm
cast
gonna
that
run
one
up and
time
grab
and
his spell book.
knocked out the wrong person.
Okay.
him.
So he is passed out. So yeah, that succeeds. So he is asleep.
Yes.
I would
Thank you for that
use
inspiration,
I think I'd use the rope of climbing to tie all those knots around him.
guy.
So you guys have Raven Tree bound. As he's on the ground, he's just falling asleep. Savos, you're gonna acquire his spell book.
Yep.
You go and tug at it, and chain attached to his body. It's kind of like wrapped around his waist. So it's up to you how you want to.
14,
I'm gonna
15,
take out my dagger
18, 19,
and start
21,
just
22.
stabbing at the chain until something breaks.
Okay. It's gonna probably take you a while, but you're gonna continue doing that.
Yeah. While they're doing that, Alistair will grab his pendant and send a message to the Archmage
Okay.
saying the outpost was lost. A horde of undead is within a few days of Ecclesia. We'll try to intercept. Be on guard. Raven Tree found.
Okay. He takes a little moment, but he responds, and he says, "We've got big fish to fry. The Empire is here." That's all he says.
Fuckers!
Wait, what? Vampires?
The Empire.
Oh. Oh, that's even worse.
Not much difference, honestly.
That's
And just as you guys are having this moment with Raven Tree, you hear a loud screech. Up above you, you just see a massive shadow fly once again directly above all of you as you now see Paraxis directly above fly by. He's going to shoot a huge frost breath. I need everybody to make dexterity saves.
Everybody should get a +3 if you're within 10 feet of me.
I think it's supposed to be con for...
Oh, sorry, con save, my man.
Yeah.
Con save.
Con
With
save.
Yeah, sorry, that was my
Because
bad.
of my resistance to
excited.
cold, do I like get
So
advantage?
Yeah, you'll take half damage if you
the
fail.
19. So
Ooh, I will too.
so,
Natural
bro,
20.
I rolled for.
I'm
Brotar.
assuming Raven Tree is going to die from this.
Depends. Are you guys just leaving him now?
I mean, we were right around him. I mean, I think he's caught in the blast,
He is caught in the blast.
and he can't make a. Oh no, he can make a con save. You just can't make dex saves.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, let me just see
Oh.
Brotar's.
Oh my god. No lie, he rolled a critical. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Oh my god.
okay.
It's the only critical, like, holy shit. I was
Doesn't
like-
matter though, since I think
Uh,
all of us are just about to die.
Yeah.
Jay, is it okay if I roll for Brotar since Ryan stepped out?
Yeah. Actually, we'll let him just because it's kind of critical. Kind of weird
Just
critical.
wait for him to get back. So mine is technically 8, which this might
So Ryan get a natural 20 plus 3 because
Plus-
he's near.
yeah. So I got a
Candace with
22,
5,
which
5. And I get a 1.
yeah, Savo's got a 24. I got a 22.
Okay.
Thanks to what is with you and throwing ancient dragons at us?
Hey, I don't know. I think you guys can handle it.
Like this is literally a TPK waiting to happen, unless you roll
see.
really shitty for your damage.
Hold on a sec.
It is ridiculous with the amount
Throwing
of
An
damage this
ancient
does.
white dragon at a fucking level 6 party. Do you want us to die?
No, you guys, I mean,
You-
it's not... We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. And well, in fairness, the white dragon is the weakest of the dragons. It's only a CR 20
Yeah, they are the
at
weakest
ancient.
of the dragons.
Only a CR20.
Oh, only a challenge rating 20. Oh,
Yeah, so
that
we'll
makes
see
it
when
just so
Ryan's-
much better.
Yeah,
he's
Ryan, roll a
What am I doing?
Constitution saving throw, please.
On save.
+3.
At +3.
Oh, I thought I had rolled for him. So I'd take the
Oh.
D20 that I rolled on.
Okay, so actually,
17.
there's a reason why I wanted you guys to roll a save as well, because you guys are trying to
Okay.
avoid. So
Okay.
I'll say we'll do the con first, just to make sure. So that's a success on Zundis, Alistair, Savos, Gray, failure on Brotar.
Brotar is
sorry.
a 17.
17 failed?
17?
Yeah, it's a +3.
Will...
I get a
hold on
+3
sec.
from
No, everything above a 15 is a success.
Okay.
So we all saved.
So I need everyone to make dex saves to see if they can even avoid it first before getting hit.
Okay.
That saves?
Yeah, that's why, because it's
14.
at range, like it's beyond its range. So,
a natural 20.
16.
15.
so
Nope,
Alistair
you
will.
rolled a D12. So,
Alistair
No, you're using
failed.
your
My
inspiration.
inspiration for that.
14, you just fail by 1, so the DC
Well,
is 50.
all of this is +3, yeah.
And now I'm
Except
going
for-
to
Oh, all
use
this is
that-
+3.
Yeah, because we're all
Oh.
that's aura of protection.
I have
We're
aura
all
of
within 10
protection.
feet
Great.
of-
Everybody
So, yeah.
within 10 feet of me gets a +3.
So
except
that means
for-
everybody's...
Yeah, Joe's is the only one that doesn't because it auto calculates. For
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody succeeds. So you guys all way as taking no damage as Paraxis has blown a huge breath in the middle of the area. However, you do see a smaller winged creature that had been following Paraxis suddenly swoop, turn, land near the site of where the blast is, as well as 2 really small creatures veer off and land behind you guys, as you guys are now faced with not Paraxis, but what looks like
His brood.
something else. And I
Oh,
guess
God.
we can call the session there unless you guys want to keep
Oh,
playing,
fuck.
but this is going to be a
Oh, no.
long fight, so...
I mean, we can. We have stopped sessions in the middle of fights, so we can start and see.
Yeah, it's up to
Okay.
you guys.
Right, this is-
Would it be weird of me to use that that ability you just gave me to save our asses from imminent death?
I mean, you
I
can
mean-
try, but
Here's the thing. If this is
She
what I
just-
think it is, we might just live.
Is
she
it a young?
used it.
Is it a young white dragon?
Yeah, it will be. It is
Yeah,
a
we
young one.
might be able to
so-
survive this one.
Man, that +3 though saved your ass
Yeah,
from
or
60
protection.
So
I really like
Yeah,
this.
Gray would be a little closer.
White
in this.
Dragon.
yeah, so position yourselves how you see fit. I think you guys were all
Yeah, we
kind
were
of in
all at
between
least
these
within 10
tracks.
feet of Zundus for
Yeah.
that to work.
yeah. Yeah, so I'll need everybody to roll initiative.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna use.
Okay, it's just end it with initiative.
11.
19.
I have 12.
7.
I don't understand why. Okay, 20.
Why? I thought you were rolling real dice tonight.
I want to mix it up.
What is that? 12 on opposite. Wow. Okay. Zundus.
Shit, I spent.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Fuck. If that is an adult white dragon, we are fucked.
We're fine.
No, we're not.
I mean, I would like to believe we are. Let me die in my delusions.
1 second.
Pass.
Shit.
I'll just say
Mac
this much.
Alistair's been living a whole delusion since the beginning of this whole thing anyway.
You guys have seen
Silent
the shit
boomer.
that we can do. If we do go down, we're gonna make it fucking
my God.
hurt.
Yeah,
Youngling
but
goes first.
What will go first?
The wormling.
well, Gray
Step back here.
technically has higher dex. and he's
Higher
insane.
dex, yeah. So
No, but they rolled a they were a
Critical.
natural 20.
Well, natural 20s only mean on attack
Yeah.
and save. Or
yeah,
attack
so
roll.
actually,
That's
you're
it.
first,
Okay.
technically, because you're higher dex.
All right. So
Yeah, I guess we could just do the first turn and then we... so, great. What do you want to do?
Okay. I am going to bonus action move my hex to the big guy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start running towards him. And I'm gonna take my dash action to get all up in his face.
Okay. So you're gonna
Oh,
be at
I-
melee range.
Yeah.
I have something stupid as shit to do.
Okay. So he's hexed, and you have moved towards him. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. So these two younglings are gonna move up. One to you, Zundis, and one to you, Alistair.
Oh,
They're gonna take their multi-attacks on. Sorry, one sec, wrong one. Yeah, so they're gonna take. Actually, no, they're just gonna make one attack. Sorry, that first one was on you, Zundis. So that's a 16 to hit, and Alistair, that's a 14 to hit.
that
How much
misses
to hit?
me.
17.
And this is
Okay.
Yeah, so,
So you
like,
guys
it just tinks
see
off his
two.
ring. Because
You
it
guys
literally,
see these two run-
the ring just saved me there from the attack. No joke.
Yeah. So both of them just come. You see these kind of leather skin, not quite scaled yet, as they're still very young. Leather skinned white dragons just kind of lumber towards you. You see them coming from a mile away and manage to block off both their attacks simultaneously. That's going to end their turn. Brotar, you're up.
I guess I'm gonna join Gray and this big fucker. I'm gonna move up just a hair. Don't need to move too far. And then bonus action, echolocate the big guy, and take my 2 shots with Dolphin.
Got it. Take your shots.
First one's a 15.
15, miss. Oh, wait, sorry. Yes, it'll miss as your shot just bounces off. It's high. No
Second one's a
effect.
23
That will hit.
for 13 damage.
13 damage. Got it. So you just take a shot. The first bullet bounces off of it, but you manage to steady yourself and shoot it right in its neck. Anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. It's going to be this dragon's turn. He is going to take 3 attacks on you, Gray. It's going to do 1 bite and 2 claws. 25, 17, and 11. So I believe the claws miss you.
Yeah, and the bite too, because shield.
Shield? Got it. Okay. Sorry, I
It's
should
not
note
fair.
also, the ice that you're standing on that Paraxis had made is considered difficult terrain. Can you make, so you moved how far? I believe you moved.
I was
Right
I believe
here.
Here? Yeah.
Yeah, so you move 40 feet. What's your movement speed? With the dash is 60,
Yeah.
so-
right? So you would only be able to move 30. So you'd be there.
Okay.
Um,
So the dragon would have moved up, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, it would have moved up slightly just to get within its range.
Yeah, the fucking
Yeah,
10
the
foot
reach is
reach.
10 feet. The claw. Yeah, so it's not even going to take the claw. It's just going to take the bite. It can't reach you. Actually, no, it can reach you. That's going to end its turn. No effect as you just see it start trying to bite at you, but it seems younger than Paraxis, who is enormous. Just to give you guys an idea, that's this guy takes 4 squares. Paraxis will take 16.
Yeah, I understand the gargantuan.
Just to give you guys an idea. That's going to end his turn. Alistair, you're up. Zundis, you're after.
all right.
Alright, Alistair will start his turn by moving here. And as a bonus action, he will spend his last 3rd level spell slot to cast a 3rd level spiritual weapon right
Okay.
here.
Got it. So I'll just put this one sword.
There. Okay.
It
is...
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's actually a green battle axe. And with its bonus action, it is going to smack this little bitch.
Got it. So take an attack.
Yeah, so...
That will
25 to
definitely
hit.
hit.
And I need to roll another d8. So 15 force damage.
15. So you see this giant axe just cut right into it. And it almost shears off a part of its tail. It lets out this big wail that is mirrored by the dragon that Gray is facing off with as this dragon hears its kin wailing.
Okay. Well, I hope he likes stereo, because I then, as my action, I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
Okay, so...
Fuck. So
On
these
the...
both of these, it's a 5-foot radius around me.
Okay.
So both of these make DC 15 con saves.
Critical on one, fail on the other. With
So whoever failed takes
11.
7 thunder.
So this one fails. 7 thunder, got it.
As Alistair just makes a big clap and just thunder roars out. I think it can be heard. Yeah, it can be heard 100 feet away.
Got it. So you just thunderclap all around. These wormlings seem extremely frightened now. They're a little worried about what they've seen. They're turning to their kin to try to do something.
Alistair is just dripping with sweat, and that will end his turn.
Okay. Zundus, you're up. Savos, you're after.
All right, dope. I am going to shift right here so that I'm flanking him.
Okay.
And I'm going to make 2 attacks with my katana.
Okay, do it.
When the hell did you get a katana?
It was Gray's.
I got it from Gray.
Oh.
So that's a 24 on the first one because I have advantage.
Those will hit. Or that's the first one. Okay.
Heck,
I thought that was good. We both of them. Damn.
Let me roll a damage. It's not rolling it by itself for some reason.
I think if you click on the blade of bouncing sky, it'll do your damage.
Yeah, you just click the name. Yep.
It's an amazing roll with some shitty damage.
That was a 1 on the die.
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
actually
I see, got
gonna
it.
use, I'm going to use one of the charges to re-roll that. To re-roll
Okay.
the 1d8.
Okay.
So that's a 6 plus whatever.
Okay.
6 plus
So I believe you get a penalty next round, right? For your attack.
I think that's if I use Scales of Justice. I'm using Fate.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
When you want
Yeah, you're just rerolling damage.
Yeah.
All right. Let me
so how
roll
much
the
is that?
second attack. It's a 9 on the first one.
9 damage, got it.
Ooh, good thing at advantage.
All right. That's an 8
Yeah,
on the
18
second
will
one.
hit. So 9 plus 8. 18. Okay, got it.
That'll do it.
Okay, got it. So you start hacking at this thing as Alistair's thunder just starts arcing around its body. It's looking hurt. What you guys have done so far? Anything else?
We'll do it on my turn.
Okay, Savos, you're up.
Okay, I'm deciding. I need some input. What if I, hear me out here, rolled animal handling and tried to make one of them into my friend?
I don't think they're animals.
They're not animals.
Fuck! Okay, fireball.
Well, they are animalistic, to be honest. Like
I don't think that applies though in this case.
Like this one
Yeah,
would probably just barely talk. That's how dumb they are.
Yeah, you'd have to, and you also have to,
Like they're not a
speak with
beast, right? They're a
dragons.
dragon, which is different.
No, they're
Yeah.
dragons.
Yeah.
It just white dragons are notoriously dumb.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the ancient
They're the
has an
stupid ones.
intelligence of 10.
yeah, they're more primal than the rest.
Yeah, they are the thugs. They are the orcs of
Yeah.
dragonkind.
So,
Hey.
yeah,
It's the
What you
truth.
talking about?
I was waiting for Ryan to say something.
Half of me takes a great offense to that.
Hey,
Shut it.
Savos, what'd you say? You're gonna do?
Fireball!
Which one?
On these two. I'm gonna center it
I
here.
don't think
you're
you
gonna-
can do that without hitting someone.
But here's what I have. I have sculpt spells, so I can say, I don't
Fair
want to get hit. I don't want Zundus to get hit. 50-50 on you, but I won't let you get hit.
Yeah, the
If
Rubik's
Alistair
Rainbow-
would have heard that, he would have said, "Eat a dick."
Oh, that's
No
too good.
you. Counter spell.
Kind of hope it hits him, if I'm
Yeah,
honest.
so he's gonna use sculpt spells. Wait, that's on.
So he can make 4
Spells.
creatures immune to the area of effect, effectively. We
Up to
auto
12.
succeed and we take 0 damage instead of half, is what it
Okay,
is.
got it. So you all succeed. Choose a number
And
of them
make-
equal to. So you're casting fireball at first level. So
Well,
Third,
Fireball's a
okay.
3rd level spell.
Or-
sorry, third level. Yeah, so you succeed, and that's how much damage? 30 or 29.
Yeah.
So,
Or-
yeah, so immediately Savos just smiles, holds up his hand, and kind of like a nuclear bomb detonates right in the center of everything.
Yeah. And
you
Alistair
and-
just... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so Alistair and Zundus are kind of shocked for a second until eventually you realize that you're not being harmed by this. The two, however, are completely incinerated instantly.
Nicely done, boy.
I'm gonna look
Okay.
Alistair dead in the eyes, and I'm gonna say, wizards are superior.
Okay,
That's my turn.
now you've done it.
Yeah, so that's the first round. Yeah, so I guess we can call it here, having Savos just having incinerated these two. You now are faced off with this young white dragon.
Well, let's hope that my dumb idea will actually work. Because this was my dumb idea. My dumb idea, it could have affected the ancient dragon just as well.
Are you gonna try and fuck the dragon?
No, that comes later.
Damn.
Oh.
That's part 17. No, but I was basically gonna just suggest the dragon just fuck off in a direction for 8 hours.
Yeah, it could have worked.
Kind of
Possibly.
kill it.
Under,
I kind of want to kill it.
This was for the ancient dragon.
yeah, the ancient.
This one I would probably just say go stick your head in the snow.
Yeah.
So basically just make it prone.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are ready for an ancient one. That's
Probably
Yeah,
not.
no.
Definitely
too
are
much.
not. I am freaking out fighting a young...
I think the entire menagerie fighting an ancient dragon, I think everyone would die.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of fish to fry, guys. You got Raven Tree, you got the Empire, and now you've got White Dragons. So, welcome to
Which
level
is
6,
just-
everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Grand Campaign podcast. You can catch us live at twitch.tv/The Grand Campaign every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. You can also follow us on Twitter at CampaignGrand and send all your emails to the Grand Campaign DND at gmail.com.